Hello listeners, it's me, Cuthbert. Before we start, I should mention that Ick features in this episode, but this edition was recorded before the recent falling out between Ick and the show around the time of Paul's birthday. So, sadly matters are not resolved, and Ick has not yet returned to the studios. We hope to hear from him soon. Enjoy the show, and I may speak to you again later!
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Good luck, studio.
Oh, it's just what you've been waiting for, dears. Another episode of the Shy Life podcast. Coming right up.
Oh, it's the Shy Life podcast.
All I wanted was a pie, and then I hatched out of an egg.
Okay, bring the mic over. He's ready to record.
It's the quiet ones you've got to watch, you know.
Is it metaphorical? Is it deep? Is it deep?
Boy, he's not all that shy, is right.
Blimey, Governor, it's the Shy Life podcast.
Excellent.
109, 189, 593, 593.
Bonjour et bienvenue au podcast The Shy Life.
Hello and welcome to yet another episode of the Shy Life podcast with me, Paul the Shy Yeti. How you doing? I'm alright. Yeah, I'm alright, I think. How are you? Did I ask that already? Anyway, so what's this episode going to be about? Well, it's all about, August Evans, I suppose you could say. It's all about how we thought things were one way, and then we discovered they were another way, and then when we accepted that reality, we became concerned because, anyway, why don't you listen to the episode and you'll see. Shall we run the theme music? I think we should. Okay, let's do it. Run that theme music.
Darling, it's the Shy Life podcast.
Yeah, but it's positive thinking. The highlights, the Shy Life.
You won't find a cast of characters like this everywhere.
Hello, Paul.
I'll go anywhere for potato.
Delicious.
Hello, Cappers. How are you?
You quite like a big bang, don't you?
Go Shy Yeti.
Oh, I hope he hasn't found out my secret. I think he has.
If you thought that was bad, just listen to this.
Yeah, I am strangely drawn to Yeti Uncle John's ankles as well.
Has the Shy Life podcast slowed down? I don't think so.
It's all gooey and slippy. Yum.
Has anyone seen my hot sausage?
Oh, I can't wait for it to begin.
It's the Shy Life podcast. I like that. Yeah. Hello.
So yes, once again we have a mystery, and this time it revolves around August Evans. We didn't realise we had a mystery, although I guess we should have realised, and also we should have addressed it and helped him, and we didn't. And so anyway, yeah. Does that make any sense, Cromitty? It doesn't make a lot of sense, no, Paul, but I'm sure the listeners will understand when they listen. Yes, they will. You'll also hear from Toppy in this episode. He's coming up. But, the mystery really began, although it wasn't a mystery then. The beginning of the mystery came about when I called up Bettina to see if she and August wanted to come over for afternoon tea. Oh, yes. Yes. Let's have a listen.
Bettina Dupre, how can I help?
Hey, Bettina, it's me, Paul. How are you doing?
Oh, Paul, I'm not doing so well, I must say.
Oh, really? What's wrong?
No, I'm just a bit overtired. I'm just exhausted. I'm just run down. I may be getting a cold. I'm not sure, darling.
Really? It's just a cold, not anything worse?
Oh, no, I don't think so. I was up very late with August last night before he went away, going through all these old paintings and you know, we've not been painting for that long, but somehow there were paintings that are now considered old and that were covered in dust.
Even after Cuthbert did his tidying a while back?
Even after that, darling, yes. I was up very late, and I felt, the dust went up my nose, and I just don't feel too good.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Bettina. So where's he gone? Another exhibition somewhere?
Yes, darling, another exhibition in Pickle Hollow. So he'll be with Toppy and Tappy and all that gang, and
were you meant to be going?
It had been discussed. He's been going backwards and forwards to Pickle Hollow this last month. I mean, once or twice a week. It's the trouble with, I don't mean that badly, but it's the trouble with Ick. You know, he can just drop people anywhere. So it's quite possible to commute to Pickle Hollow in a day, easily. Dear. I would have liked to have gone, but I just feel too washed out.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Anyway, Paul, why were you calling?
Well, I was going to invite you both over for afternoon tea.
Oh, darling, what a lovely idea, but we're going to have to postpone it, I think.
Okay, sure. I understand, of course. Well, you get some bed rest, and, you need to be better from when he gets back. When is he coming back?
Oh, tomorrow. Tomorrow? Or is it the day after? I lose track, my darling. But, yes, he'll be back soon. Before I even notice he's gone.
Oh, okay, well, send him my love, and you take care.
All right, darling. Oh, thanks for calling. Sorry I couldn't be free. All right.
That's quite understandable. No problem. Okay, bye for now.
Goodbye, darling. Goodbye.
And so you talked to Bettina, and she wasn't available. No, she wasn't available, and neither was August, but that gave me an idea. Yes, that's right, Paul. I decided to go to Pickle Hollow to surprise him. If Bettina couldn't be at the exhibition, I thought he'd appreciate a friendly face. And it's always good to see Toppy and Aunt Tappy, and yes. And so where were we? Where was Yeti Uncle John? Oh, you were in a taxi with him, I think. Oh yes, this whole self-affirmation thing. I was being road tested. Yes. And how did that go? Oh, goodness. Hello, Cromitty. I'm going to take you for a little drive to a destination. Oh, thank you, Yeti Uncle John. Yes, whilst you're in the car, I'm going to tell you about how much you need to focus on your own self-love. Oh, thank you. I was wondering if you had any refreshments. What? Refreshments? In the taxi? You got to be focusing on your well-being. Yes, but I think my well-being would be helped by having a nice gin and tonic whilst I was sitting back in the back of your cab. Oh, well, I think if that's going to be part of the deal, I'm going to have to charge more. No, not that I'm charging you, Cromitty. This is just a freebie. Oh, thank you, yes. So, self-love. Yes, you got to focus on it. Do you see in front of you, the seat, the back of the seat in front of you? Oh, yes. Yes, well, you got to just look into that mirror and tell yourself how well you're doing. Think of all the good things that you can say about yourself. And sorry. Dear. Roadhog! Oh, gosh. Oh, dear. Oh, that car nearly collided with you. It's fine. It was an ice cream van. It was going very fast. He'll never sell any ice creams going that fast. Oh, dear. It's Uncle John. Are you sure this was a good idea? Yes, of course. Just focus. Dear, oh dear. It sounds like quite a hair-raising therapy session. Oh, therapy it was not. It was definitely hair-raising. My hairs were raised from top to bottom. Golly. So you were busy, and I never bothered Martin and Tallulah because I know that Martin's got quite a lot, to deal with Tallulah at the moment. But anyway, so I did call Ick up and asked if he could drop me off in Pickle Hollow. Yes, and that went okay. Yes, it did. Although I should have clicked that something wasn't right when we were travelling and I was having a chat with him. Oh, yes? Yes.
Oh, dear. I don't think I've taken you for a ride in the ship for quite a while, Paul.
I don't think you have, no. Well, maybe it was more recently than I'm remembering, but you must always be ferrying August Evans about, from what I hear.
Oh, yes, twice, sometimes 3 times a week. Sometimes it's day trips, sometimes it's, I come back with him a day or so later. But, yes, he's a busy man.
Well, at least you must know the route to Pickle Hollow by now.
I'm sorry, Paul?
The route to Pickle Hollow.
Yes, I know the route to Pickle Hollow.
But what I mean is with August, with your trips to Pickle Hollow.
Oh, with August. Well, sometimes he goes to Pickle Hollow, but not always.
Oh. Well, I guess sometimes he's probably doing things that aren't based there. I don't know. There must be managers and interviews and business to be done that isn't always in Pickle Hollow. But so I got the idea from Bettina that it was sort of always to Pickle Hollow.
No, Paul. No, in fact, I can't think when I last went to Pickle Hollow. Still, we're going there now.
You can't think when you last went to Pickle Hollow? I mean, surely if he's there now...
Oh, yes, I mean, I know you mentioned an exhibition, but, I did drop him off in America. Was it yesterday? But not in Pickle Hollow. But I guess he could have travelled there afterwards.
Oh, okay. I really am getting myself confused.
Oh, it's okay, Paul. I understand.
Golly, Paul, as you say, perhaps you should have realised that something was not quite right. I did, but as Ickard said, he dropped August in America. I mean, I presumed he meant dropped him in Ithaca or somewhere. New York even, I don't know. It wouldn't have been impossible for him to have gone to a meeting in New York or something and then driven on to Pickle Hollow overnight or something. I'm sure he'd pay for some sort of chauffeur-driven car or something, a limousine even. Oh yes, they would have thought so. But anyway, I wasn't to realise quite what a mystery I was facing until I arrived in Pickle Hollow, and I met Toppy Smelly, and he was surprised to see me. Well, yes, it sounds like he was. Oh, he was. Have a listen. Hey, Toppy, I'm here in Pickle Hollow.
Oh, you certainly are. This is a surprise. What's going on? What are you doing here?
I'm sorry, I was hoping that Cromitty and some of the others would come as well, but it was a bit short notice. I'm here to surprise August for his new exhibition. I've heard all about it. I can't wait to see it.
I'm sorry, an exhibition? You mean here?
Yeah, an art exhibition. He's always popping to Pickle Hollow to do things for his fans here. And he's been talking about an exhibition, and he's supposed to be here opening it this weekend. I mean,
I have not heard a thing about this. I had no idea he's been here.
Well,
he's been here. No, I don't know. I haven't seen him. I didn't know a thing about it.
Well, maybe I've got it wrong, but that's what he's been telling Bettina. Bettina would have come with him, but she took a strange sort of turn the other day, and she's having bed rest. I don't know what it is, but it's nothing serious. But
I hope not.
No, but she wasn't able to come. But is there any way we could check that this is definitely not happening?
Well, the only thing I can think of is that surely, if anybody knows, it would be Walt and Jose. But I just saw him, and if they've seen him, they would have said something. I'm sure they would have told me. They know I like him and his paintings. I just can't believe if they know about it, they didn't say anything to me.
This is worrying. I mean, he's not doing something else behind Bettina's back. I mean,
Well-
he wouldn't be seeing somebody else. I think we can rule that out. He wouldn't be having an affair because, August, like Damius, there's only ever been one woman for him, and it's Bettina. So I just wonder what else it could be. What's he be doing? Maybe it's some sort of big surprise, but if the surprise, well, that doesn't really make sense because he said he was. I don't know. Well, I guess you're stuck with me. I'm not going straight back. But I wonder
you might as well stay for a bologna sandwich.
Yes, I'll do that. I wonder if maybe we'll find some other way to.
While you're here eating bologna, I'll make some calls. I'll try to find out. Okay,
cool. Okay, great, thank you.
And if you want cheese on it, you can have some cheese too.
Oh, thank you. Yes, very much so.
Okay, I'll fix them.
Hello. Who's this calling, please? Cromitty, it's me. Oh, Paul. Oh, I thought you were away. Well, I am away. I'm calling from Pickle Hollow. Oh goodness. How's the exhibition going? Well, that's the thing. Now, I'll tell you this, but don't tell Yeti Uncle John. I may call Yeti Uncle John, but I'm not sure about telling him the full story. Oh dear, Paul, that never ends well. What's going on? Well, August Evans isn't here. He's not here for his own exhibition. There is no exhibition. That's the thing. I rocked up at Toppy's house, all sort of, hello, I'm here for the exhibition. And he's like, what exhibition? And I'm like, oh, sorry, have I got the wrong date? And he's like, no, I don't think there is an exhibition. But then he called around and no exhibition. Oh my goodness, Paul. So where is he? He's been saying he's been going to Pickle Hollow to prepare. Yes, he did, didn't he?
Oh, well, I've got to go now. I've got to prepare for my exhibition in Pickle Hollow. Okay, darling. See you soon. I've got to go to Pickle Hollow. I'll be back tomorrow. Oh, okay, darling. Oh, well, I'm off now. It's picking me up. I'm going to Pickle Hollow. I've just got to make some finishing touches to the exhibition. Lovely, darling. I can't wait to see it. Oh, yes. I can't wait for you to see it, too.
Well, why would he lie, Paul? I'm not sure. Well, I kind of am. Well, I have a theory, but we've got to find him. But, Paul, how can we find him? I mean, you don't think he's seeing somebody else? Not behind Bettina's back? No, I don't. Absolutely not. I think we can rule that out 100%. As I said to Toppy, Bettina is the love of his life. No. I mean, she was the love of his life when he was Damius. She's the love of his life now. He'd never do anything behind her back that way. But, my theory is that he's investigating what happened to him in those 6 months before he showed up at Pickle Hollow. The part of his life after he vanished, which is still a mystery. Oh, goodness, Paul. Yes, that makes sense, especially after a couple of recent occasions where he started to remember things. Exactly. He's obviously got some lead. Why he couldn't share this with me or you or, it's dangerous, him just vanishing off and investigating things. Maybe he's ashamed of something, Maybe he was doing something that he regrets. Well, yeah, but he could still have shared it with us. He should have shared it with Bettina. I know, he doesn't want to worry her. Yeah, well, if he doesn't turn up again soon, then he will begin to worry her. If she finds out that I don't know. I see what you mean about not telling Yeti Uncle John, but, it's difficult, because Yeti Uncle John may know something. He may have confided in him. I don't think so. He might have confided in Martin. Yes, Paul, yes. I'm sorry. I hope you can't hear the washing machine in the background. I was just doing the washing when you called. No, that's fine. That's fine. I can hear you. How do we speak to Yeti Uncle John without letting on too much? I think you should just say that. Just say you're with August, and he's a little bit subdued, and you wondered if he'd had an argument with Uncle John or something. I suppose I could do that. It's probably about the best way. But if it all comes out that he's not been in Pickle Hollow, then I'm going to be in trouble for not telling her. I should tell Bettina, but I should have realised something was up before I even got here, because Ick said that he dropped August somewhere other than Pickle Hollow. Oh, I see. But not like the other side of the planet. No, somewhere in the sort of New York State area. So he didn't think too much about it. He just thought that August would be getting a limousine or something to Pickle Hollow. Toppy is trying to make sure that Aunt Tappy doesn't hear about it either, because there's always a possibility that Bettina and Aunt Tappy will speak. Well, why isn't Bettina there? Well, something to do with a long night and feeling unwell. I don't know if he deliberately sort of kept her up late, or whether it's a coincidence. But anyway, she never went. Yes, it does seem like a bit of a coincidence, doesn't it? Well, Paul, let me know. I guess we're still within the time that he's supposed to be in Pickle Hollow. He may just call Ick up and say, come pick me up, and, well, it's just if something goes wrong with whatever he's planning, his research, whatever, if something goes wrong and then he's not available to be picked up, or he doesn't call Ick, that's when we're in trouble. That's when he's in trouble. Or that's when people start to realise that things aren't as they're supposed to be. Oh, Paul, it's a mystery. Are you okay over there in Pickle Hollow? Yes. I'm not going to stay very long. If we hear anything in the next few hours about August, then I'll come straight back. Just in case he turns up here. But anyway, Toppy's keeping me well fed. Very nice. Anyway, I'll give Martin, I'll give Itchy Uncle John a call and see if they know anything. We don't want Tallulah to find out either, because she might speak to Bettina. Yes, although she's very full of herself and still not herself. No, she's not, is she? But I'll still give Martin a call. Okay. Listeners, I expect the listeners are here. Listeners, maybe we can have a Sutton Park clip or a quiz at this point. And, yes, Paul, that would be good. Listeners, please enjoy. Please don't tell anyone about this mystery. It's just between us. That's right. Please keep it to yourself, listeners.
Another round of 80s TV movie quiz. 10 questions. What is the name of the villains? In the 1985 film The Goonies? Oh, they got like a gang name. I
ain't seen it. I wouldn't be able to guess it.
No, nor have I don't think. Oh, the Fratellis. Was that where the band got the name?
Yeah.
In the 1984 film The Karate Kid, what was the name of the martial arts teacher? Mr.
Miyaki?
Mr. Miyagi. Yeah.
Miyagi.
Jane Fonda, Lily Tomlin and Dolly Parton star in which 1980 film? Is that
95.
95, yeah. What was the 1984 film Ghostbusters original name? That's quite obscure. You'd have to be a fan of Ghostbusters to know that. Spooky, scary.
Though ghosts.
Scary movie. I wonder if Ghost Mashers. I never heard that. You have to be a fan of Ghostbusters to know that. How many characters does Eddie Murphy portray in the 1988 film Coming to America? Gonna have to 12.
Yeah.
Only 4. God.
Yeah.
Dear. It's more on the Charlotte podcast than that. Which 1986 film is based on Stephen King's 1982 novella The Body. I'm going to say Stand By Me, but I don't know for sure. Yes, it's Stand By Me.
Yes.
Which actor portrayed Gaff in the 1982 film Blade Runner? I don't know if that's
Is it Rutger Hauer?
Yeah. I don't know what the name of. There's a few people in that film, but I don't know the names of any of the characters. We'll go with that. Oh no, it's Edward James Olmos.
Olmos.
I don't think I even know who that is, so I definitely wouldn't have guessed that. John Cusack and Ione Skye starred in which 1989 rom-com? I don't think I know any John Cusack rom-coms until he was in that one about the record shop, but that was later. I don't think I could come up with an answer for that. What about you?
What was the question again?
John Cusack and Ione Skye starred in which 1989 rom-com?
It's it is High Fidelity, isn't it? I think it's High Fidelity.
That sounds too early. 89. No, it's Say Anything. Which I don't think I even know about. 89 is too early because High Fidelity came out around the time that you and I met in the 90s.
Oh, well done.
Robert, well, no, not really. But all I can do is say it wasn't it. But Robert McNaughton plays which character in the 1982 film E.T.?
Well, it's not E.T.
And it's not the boy.
It's not Elliot.
No. I don't know any other characters. I can't actually say I've seen E.T. all the way through. I might have seen lots of bits, but I don't know if I actually sat and seen it from end to end. Certainly didn't get
I saw it at the cinema, yeah, I did.
So, 1982 was when my brother was born. I'm sure my parents were far too busy with that. Is it like a father or a colonel or
the man from the CIA?
Man from the CIA. Michael Taylor. Who that is?
Michael Chandler.
Matthew Broderick made skipping school an event in which 1986 film? Is that Ferris
Bueller's Day Off? Yeah.
So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, we only had 4 out of 10 that one.
Boo.
Hello, Yeti Uncle John, how can I help? Yeti Uncle John, are you alright? You're not driving, are you? No, I'm just having a rest. I'm having a tea break. Yes. Where are you? I'm in Pickle Hollow with Toppy. Oh, yeah, something to do with August. Yes, something to do with August. Is he alright? Oh, yeah. He doesn't seem quite himself. Oh, dear. Is it getting to him? Is it the heat? Well, it's not too hot at the moment over here, but when did you last speak to August? I just wondered if he'd said. I wonder if he and Bettina had an argument, or whether he's had an argument with somebody about the exhibition. Oh, when did I speak to him? I did speak to him 2 or 3 days ago. Yes, briefly. He asked me a funny thing, actually. He asked you a funny thing. What did he ask? He asked if I had a skeleton key, or knew any good ways of breaking into rooms that are locked. He did what? Yeah, I thought it was strange. I think somehow he seems to think that I have a career as a cat burglar or something back in the past. I can tell you I have never been a cat burglar. No way am I running around on the rooftops of Belgravian mansions. Yes, no, I've never. No, I haven't. Yes, I know that, Yeti Uncle John. I'm afraid of heights. I'm afraid of apples too, but yes, we know that as well. Well, maybe he thinks you have connections. Criminal connections? What does he think of me? I was a bit taken aback, I must say. I suppose he must have, I don't know, there must be a room in Bettina's house that is locked and they can't find a key and they don't want to pay for a locksmith or something. Yes, that must be it. Yes, that must be it. Well, I better go. I just wanted to check if you don't know, but there was nothing else. No, nothing else. I couldn't help him. It wasn't a very long call, but anyway, send him my love, and I hope the exhibition goes well. Yes, Uncle John. Okay, I'll be home soon anyway. Oh yes, good. Well, bye for now. Bye, Uncle John. Bye for now. Oh dear, I didn't like lying to him, and it's going to come out. He'll be cross if he finds I didn't tell him the truth, listeners. But what can you do? My goodness, a skeleton key. I wanted to break in somewhere. That's obviously nothing to do with Bettina. That's obviously to do with wherever he's gone to. I think I better call Martin.
Hello, Martin, can I help?
Martin, it's me, Paul.
Oh, yes. Hi, Paul, how are you? Where are you? The connection sounds different.
I'm in Pickle Hollow with Toppy.
Oh, and with August for the exhibition?
Look, I've just spoken to Yeti Uncle John, and I didn't tell him the full story because...
Because he's Yeti Uncle John, and he can't be trusted?
Yes. Well, you can be trusted. And I need to tell you because I need you to keep this quiet and not mention it to Tallulah, because if you tell Tallulah, then she'll tell Bettina, and we're just playing for time at the moment.
Come on, Paul, you've got to tell me what's going on.
All right, I will. There is no exhibition. August was dropped off near Pickle Hollow by Ick, and now he's gone missing. What we think's going on is that he's investigating what happened to him, during that period where he was, after he vanished, after the wedding that never happened, before he showed up as August, and that 6 months, because he started to remember things recently, if you remember.
Oh, yes, of course.
Yeah, well, we think he must be investigating what happened to him, but we're not sure. Anyway, when did you last speak to August? Are we just trying to find clues as to where he might be? Anything? He didn't say anything to you about a skeleton key or anything, did he?
Skeleton key? No. He asked me if I had a pair of gloves. I thought it was rather strange, but I would have thought a man like August had a pair of gloves. I said I had some mittens, but they were attached to my duffel coat, so I couldn't really lend them to him. What are you going on about a skeleton key for?
Well, he asked Yeti Uncle John if he had a skeleton key or knew how to break into rooms that were locked.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, exactly. He obviously thinks that Yeti Uncle John has a past career as a sneak thief or something.
Well, I wouldn't put it past him. I can kind of imagine him doing that sort of thing. Safe cracking.
Oh, I don't think so. I think he'd have been caught. Who's to say he wasn't? Well, I don't even want to think about it, but so that's it. A pair of gloves seems a weird thing to ask you for when, as you say, you've just gone down to Marks and Spencer's and bought one. Maybe he didn't have time. I wish we knew what was going on. I wish we knew where he was.
Oh, Paul, I'm sorry. I hope he turns up.
Yeah, I feel like I've dragged you into it now. I mean, Cromitty knows about it as well. Ick knows that something's not right, I think. I just didn't want to tell you to Uncle John because he'll go blabbering it.
He'll start chatting to one of his clients in the taxi about it or something.
Well, absolutely, yes. I've got another call coming through. I better go, just in case it's August.
All right, Paul, so I could be more help. I won't tell a soul, all right?
Thank you, and I'll let you know what's going on when I know more. I hope he turns up before Bettina realises he's missing.
Yeah, I hope so too, Paul. Good luck.
Thanks.
Send my love to Toppy.
Will do. Okay, bye. Better go.
All right, Paul. Bye-bye.
Oh, dear. What is this other call from? Oh, Ick. Ick? What's going on?
Paul, you sent me a text.
Yes, I did. I sent you a text. I was meaning to try and call you, but I wasn't sure where you were. Backwards and forwards.
Yes, you asked me if I'd heard from August. Aren't you with him now?
No, this is the thing. He's not in Pickle Hollow. Wherever you dropped him, he didn't come here. There is no exhibition. Long story.
Well, I have heard from him. I'm due to pick him up.
From here? From Pickle Hollow?
No, from the same location I dropped him at. In another part of the New York State.
Oh, right. Well, that solves that then, sort of.
Sort of. Do you want me to pick him up, then pick you up? Or pick you up, then pick him up?
Whatever works for you. I've been with Toppy and he's been looking after me, but I did tell him that I wouldn't be sticking around for long. Please, pick me up whenever you can.
What's he been up to?
What's he been up to? Well, August, I don't know. But it's nothing to do with an exhibition. But that's what he's been telling people. Now we're all involved.
Does Bettina know?
No, Bettina doesn't know. She's not well, as I was telling you before. But you know, she doesn't know. Tallulah doesn't know. Itty Uncle John doesn't know, deliberately.
Oh, probably for the best.
But I spoke to Martin, and Cromarty knows. And Toppy now knows. But maybe August will be willing to speak.
Well, you can chat to him during the journey back home, Paul.
Yes. Maybe he'll tell us what he's found. Thank goodness he's all right. Thank goodness he's okay. That's the main thing. I dreaded what we'd do if he didn't, if he didn't show up at the end of the weekend with the exhibition, and that we didn't have any August. There would have been a lot of nasty questions.
Yes, Paul. Oh, thank goodness. Okay, I'll let you know when I'll be picking you up. It'll take me a little while, but I'll be there soon.
All right, fine. Pick up August first. It might be the best way of doing it. Toppy's feeding me nice food, so I can stay as long as I like. So in a way, the longer the better.
Okay, Paul. I'll see you in a bit.
All right. But bye for now. Thanks.
No problem.
Oh, listeners, I've got to talk to Toppy, and I've got to eat something, more somethings, and you should listen to a quiz or a Sutton Park clip or something, and I'll be back soon. All right? Oh, thank goodness we've heard from August. Although goodness knows where he's been. Still, he's all right. Well, I take it he's all right. But we've heard from him. We'll hopefully learn more soon. All right, listen to this, and when we come back, hopefully I'll get a chance to actually talk to August, and we'll find out where he's been, perhaps, maybe. I don't know. But anyway, I'll just be so glad to see him. All right, listen to this. More in a bit. We have another round of 80s TV. It is as follows. Question 1. Name the longest running police procedural television series in the United Kingdom that first aired in 1983. Taggart?
I thought it was The Bill.
Is that a police? I guess it is. Yeah, I think 83 is about right for that too. I think 83 is about right for Taggart as well, but Bill was longer running. Although Taggart was pretty long running. The Bill. In the 1982 sitcom Cheers, the bar owner used to be a relief pitcher for which team?
Oh God, no idea. Boston
Red Sox.
That is the baseball team for baseball.
Boston. It's right. Boston Red Sox. Which British sitcom stars David Jason and Nicholas Lyndhurst?
Only Fools and Horses.
Yes. 3 out of 3 so far. In the 1983 Blackadder series, which actor portrays Edmund Blackadder? Is it? Oh, that is just Blackadder, isn't it? So it's
not a trick one, is it?
Yeah, that's Rowan Atkinson. Yes, they weren't trying to trick us. 4 out of 4 so far. In the 1982 series Knight Rider, Edward Mulhare portrays which character?
Devon Miles.
Devon Miles. You weren't watching Doctor Who. Actually, I don't know. 1982 Doctor Who wasn't on opposite. They weren't competitive. They weren't competing series. I know Doctor Who was sometimes opposite things like other American shows. But what are the names of the Fox and the Hound in Disney's 1981 film?
I have seen it.
Is your era. Snuffles and I don't know. I have to pass it. Todd and Copper.
Okay, yeah, I can hear it now. I wouldn't have got it in there.
I've seen Copper's the fox.
Copper.
Which book does Biff steal in the 1980 film Back to the Future 2? I don't know. Jaws?
The Bible?
The Bible? Is it a book that's not of its time? Anyway.
The Yellow Pages?
No, it's Gray's Sports Almanac. Name the two main characters from the 1980 film Blue Lagoon, played by Brooke Shields and Christopher Atkins.
40.
I don't know any character names. Do you?
No, I don't know.
Richard and Emmeline. The 1980 British sitcom, or should be 1980s, I think. The 1980s British sitcom Heidi High was set in which fictional seaside town? I know it's Maplin's Holiday Camp.
Yeah. I keep thinking Frinton, but that's a real place, isn't it?
Still, say it and see if
say it.
Crimpton on Sea, Essex.
Crimpton,
yeah. Last question.
Doesn't ring a bell.
No. Zach Morris and Lisa Turtle are characters from which 1989 TV series?
Never heard of them.
Lisa Turtle. I was thinking it's probably it's not Press Gang, or I wonder if it could be like Children's Ward or something like that. Is that a program, Children's Ward?
Yeah, Jossie's Giants.
Saved by the Bell. That's an American show, isn't it, I think?
Yeah.
Well, how many did we get? We were doing quite really
well.
Fell away,
that one.
Yeah, we're doing really well to start with. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5 out of 10. First 5 we got right, and the last 5 we got wrong. So, we might do more 80s questions another time. I'll leave this website up.
Want another sandwich?
Oh, yes, please. That was lovely. Did you have any luck with the phone calls?
Well, nobody knows nothing, Paul. I don't understand it. I'm sorry. Nobody knows anything. Nobody's seen him.
It just looks like I'm going to have to get the others. We're going to have to try and work out what he's actually been doing. I'm just worried, considering what happened to him a year or two ago.
Well, I mean, he hasn't gone and lost his memory again, has he?
I don't think so, but I know he was kind of interested in trying to find out what he'd been doing, where he had been, and there had been a few bits that have been coming out. I'm just worried that he's been investigating that. I guess I'm going to have to go back and get Ike to take me home. I was hoping for a longer visit, but I think we really need to investigate this. And,
I understand. Well, here, take this bag. It's got a bologna sandwich for Ike.
Thank you. Great, thank you. Well, I'm sorry it's been a short visit, but I'll let you know if I hear anything more.
Okay, all right. Yeah, please do. I'm kind of worried now myself.
They're very good sandwiches.
Yeah.
I will. Bye, Toppy. Oh, he's gone already. Gosh. I think your ship scares his chickens.
Yes, I think so. He said that before. I really want him to park quite so close.
And is August aboard?
He is, yes, he's aboard. Come on, come in.
Right, sorry, I'm coming. Oh, dear. Oh, it's good to be back on the ship. How does he seem?
How does he seem?
Yes, August. Does he seem okay?
Well, now you mention it. He does seem a bit disorientated. But, anyway, he wants to come back with us.
Wants to come back with us? Well, he's going to come back with us.
No, I mean, he wants to come back to your flat.
He does?
Yes, well, he seems to kind of presume that's where we're going.
I'll speak to him. It's okay.
Okay, Paul.
Hi, August. How you doing?
Oh, hello, Paul. It's good to see you here. Have you been visiting Toppy Smelly?
Yes, I have. And where have you been? We thought you were doing an exhibition at Pickle Hollow. I'd actually come along to see it.
Oh, yes. Right. Well, I wasn't there, no.
Look, August, let's lay our cards on the table. You've been telling people you've been working on an exhibition. You haven't been doing that. I mean, what if you have been up to? You know, what if Bettina had wanted to come along?
Oh, I made sure that I put a little sleeping powder in her in her hot chocolate, and I kept her up late. So, yes, she was too dozy to come along this morning.
August, that is pretty awful. I mean, I don't mean to be horrible, but that is a pretty awful thing to do. Why didn't you just tell her where you were going, what you were actually doing? We all know that you're not, like, doing anything, you know, you're not seeing somebody else.
Seeing somebody else, Paul?
Well, let me explain it to you more clearly, August. A lot of people, if they discovered their partner was doing something behind their back, they might suspect that they had a mistress or some other love that they were visiting.
Oh, no, Paul. Of course not. That's not what I'm up to at all.
Yeah, we all know that. There's nobody else for you but Bettina, which is why you should have told her exactly what you were doing. Because now we're in a situation that if she finds out, she might be upset.
Oh, Paul, please don't tell her anything.
Well, I don't know anything, but I presume where you've been is investigating where you may have been, you know, after the wedding never happened, after your kidnapping.
Well, yes, Paul, I've been having these flashbacks. I think I may have told you some of it.
Yeah, I think you have, but you didn't really know much. Have you actually found now where you were?
No, it's not quite as simple as that. I can't really explain it.
Look, I don't know what we should do. I think you should consider telling Bettina. I don't think you should tell her that you put a sleeping draught in her hot chocolate, though. I don't think you should tell her that at any point.
What's going on, Paul?
I'm just talking to August. He's confirmed to me that he has been investigating his past, his missing past, his 6 months of, yeah.
And August, have you found out anything?
Not entirely, although, well, I have visited the bar where I remember working. There were people there. I remember working with two people, and, well, it was a dark, dark room. I visited the dark, dark room.
And? Any more clues?
It's not a bar anymore, Paul. Now it's a junk shop.
A junk shop?
It looks like it was closed down at some point, and has only just reopened as a junk shop, so it was difficult to find out anything for sure. I have one or two clues. The man who now runs the junk shop showed me a box of things that had been left over by the previous owner.
The previous owner who ran a bar?
Yes, Paul.
Where's this box?
I've got it here with me. I haven't properly been through it yet, but we can do. We can do.
I think that would be a good idea. I really do. But I also think we need to talk to Bettina.
Well, yes. Anyway, I've got to get back to my studio. How much longer before we get back to Paul's place, Ick?
Well, not too long. I'm going extra fast. August, you don't live at Paul's place anymore.
Oh, what?
No, you don't live at my place, August. You live with Bettina. You got married.
Yeah, yes, of course I remember that. Yes.
August, what's going on with you? You seem really confused.
I am confused. Why are you calling me August? My name's Damius Twinklehorn.
Oh my goodness. Damius.
I don't know anything about painting. I'm an actor. Oh no.
Oh my goodness, he's fainted clear away.
Oh dear, I will get him a water. Don't tell me that Damius is back.
I have no idea. I don't know what's going on. We really, oh gosh. I don't think he's going to drink water.
I'll throw it in his face if I have to. He can't just faint on my spaceship. Nobody faints on my spaceship.
Okay, all right, whatever you say. Oh golly, get the water.
Here it is. Gosh. Just throw it at him.
Throw it at him? I'll throw it at him, but you might need to go and get him a whiskey or something once he recovers.
Just throw the water at him.
Okay.
Oh dear. Oh no. I'm wet.
Yes, sorry. You fainted. We had to throw water in your face.
Oh dear. Where am I?
You're on Ix spaceship. Do you know where that is?
Yes, of course.
And did you know your name?
My name?
Yes, your name. Tell us your name.
Why, have you forgotten it?
No, well, you fainted. You started saying ridiculous things.
Did I now?
Do you remember where you've been?
I've been in America. I found a box. I visited a shop, a bar I used to work in.
And your name is?
August Evans. That's what it is. My name is August Evans, the famous painter.
Oh, right. Just to be sure, you're not Damius Twinklehorn.
Damius Twinklehorn? No, that was who I used to be. I'm not him now. I'm August Evans.
Good. It's just you seemed a bit confused.
No, I'm fine. I'm absolutely fine. Are we nearly home now?
Yes, nearly home. Nearly home, don't worry. Listeners, I think that's all we've got time for this episode. We've just got a little bit more of the journey to do, but we'll get August back. And, yeah, it's time for us to say goodbye.
Oh, are the listeners here? Hello, listeners. Yes. How are you?
Oh, golly. I'll go and get us all a whiskey.
That might be a good idea, Ick.
Oh, I prefer a brandy, I think.
All right, a brandy and 2 whiskies. Oh, gosh.
Sorry, listeners, it's been a bit of a confusing episode. We didn't know where August was, and, well, you know. Anyway, it's all sorted now, and we'll look at this box of August's at some later date. You don't want to do it now, do you, August?
Oh, no. No, not at the moment. I'm not quite prepared for what I might find inside.
All right. So, yeah, listeners, thank you for listening. We've got plenty of episodes in the can. Next time we'll be back with something enjoyable, and, yeah, please join us. Okay, take care. Bye-bye for now. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye.
I don't believe it, Paul. I really don't believe it.
Look, I didn't want to tell you, but August was nervous about telling you, and I was a little bit concerned how you take it, but it's not... Yes, he hasn't told the truth about where he was, but that was because he was afraid of upsetting people. I mean, I'm as concerned as you are as to, you know, what dangers he might have been putting himself into. But, well, we thought it was best you knew, because this might not be the end of it.
Oh, darling, I'm petrified for him. I can't believe he's been out in America, going to strange shops and visiting things and investigating, and he could have put himself in all sorts of danger.
Yes, I know. And that's been concerning me too. You're not cross with him, though.
Oh, darling, I'm not cross with him. I just wish he'd told us all.
Yeah, well, he's obviously becoming increasingly concerned about where he was. It's something that, he keeps getting flashbacks. He knows he worked in some sort of bar, and now the bar doesn't exist, but he has this box, but he doesn't want to open it.
Will he let you open it, darling? Or me?
I just don't think we should push it at the moment.
Yes, darling, you might be right. Does he know that I know where he was?
I haven't really discussed it with him. I did tell him that he should tell you, but he still seems quite confused. I don't know if you've noticed.
Yes, he does seem a bit confused since he came back. Do you think it could be guilt that he's lied to me? Not that I mind, considering where he was.
It could be. It could be. I'm not sure. It could be that the memories are still juggling around in there, in that head of his. I'm not sure. I wasn't sure if I should tell you or should let him tell you, but I think you do need to know. And well, maybe just play it by ear. See what he says. Have I done the right thing telling you?
Oh, Paul, yes, I'm glad you have. And I understand why he hasn't. He's got too much going on in his head. Oh, he's had quite a year of it, really. With vampires and Cuthbert and all the exhibitions. It's been quite a year of highs and lows. And no wonder his mind's in a bit of a mess.
Yeah. Oh, I can hear the theme music, so we've got to go. Anyway, well, at least you know now. We need to keep an eye on him, and we need to open this box at some point, but maybe not today.
Yes, darling.
Where is he, by the way?
Now you mention it, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Where is he?
Oh, don't tell me he's gone rushing off again.
No, I don't think so. He just said he was popping out for a walk.
Oh, well, I'm sure he'll turn up. Anyway, bye-bye for now, listeners.
Yes, darlings. Goodbye.
I gotta go now! Bye! Gotta go! Bye!
Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye.
It's been good, but yeah, definitely time to come home now.
This show is part of the Pride 48 network. Find more shows over at pride48.com.
Oh dear, what's going on now?
Oh, it's the Shy Life Podcast. Let's go.
I have a voice. I have a voice.
You have a voice.
You have a voice. We have a voice.
We have a voice.
Unique voices in podcasting.
UnivazPods.net.
Well, I can't find it. Where is it?
Oh, dear. August, I don't know what you're looking for.
Well, all my stuff. All my paintings. Why are they not down here in the laboratory?
August, dear, you moved out months ago. Your stuff is all in your studio. In Bettina's house.
My stuff is all in my studio at Bettina's house. Oh, yes, of course it is. I was looking for... I don't... Well, can I have a cup of tea, please? Cromitty, it's lovely to see you.
Of course. Of course you can, August. Dear, oh dear, you look quite flustered.
I feel quite flustered. Oh dear. I'm so sorry. I could have sworn that all my stuff was in this house.
Well, it was until just before you got married to Bettina, so, until early this year. But, well, no more. It's all safely in your studio.
Oh, yes, of course. Oh, dear. My mind's all over the place. It's difficult. It's difficult to remember.
Oh, yes. Well, just you sit down. I'll make this tea. Oh, Paul's back. Hi, Cromitty. Hi. Oh, hi, August. So it's good to see you. You just popped in to see Cromitty.
Oh, yes, I did. And to pop and see you. Just wanted to say hello.
Well, it's good. I've just been at your place seeing Bettina. She said you were out, but she didn't know where. I was a little concerned that you might be investigating again.
No. Just visiting property.
Ah, good. Paul, will you come and help me with the tea? All right, yes, I will. I didn't know he was going to be here. No, well, he showed up, and he went straight down to the laboratory. He was very confused. He was looking for his paintings. I had to tell him he doesn't have any paintings here anymore. Really? Oh, golly. Why did he get that into his head? He seemed quite confused, and then he sort of snapped out of it and asked for a cup of tea, and now you've walked in. He's not been here that long. No. I wonder if he's ready to open that box. Oh, Paul, I wouldn't mention that today. It's the last thing he needs. Fair enough. I would like to see what's in this box that he was given. Is it a cardboard box, or is it some sort of wood-lined box with a mysterious key? From the sounds of it, because Eek saw it when he first got on the ship, it's just sort of a cardboard box with a few bits and pieces left over from the previous owners, from when it was a bar. Yes, exactly. No, we probably shouldn't mention it today. Did you tell Bettina? I did tell Bettina about where he's been. And was she cross? No, she completely understood. She's scared for him, of course, as we all are. Yes, well, I'm glad she took it okay. But now August doesn't know that Bettina knows. Well, that's less important. With his mind all over the place, he probably won't even, take it all in. I'm just glad Bettina knows, but let me take these biscuits in. Yes, Paul, you do that. I'll bring the tea in a moment. August, good to see you. Yes, I was just over at your place, seeing Bettina. August, what's wrong? He's fallen asleep. Oh well, more biscuits and tea for us. I'll make some fresh tea when he wakes up. He must be exhausted, poor guy. Oh dear. Never mind. Yes, bring the tea in. I can drink 3 cups. I can drink 4. I can drink 4 too. It doesn't matter. Oh dear. What is going on in his poor head? I don't know, Paul. I am worried. I'm worried too. Well, we'll just have to be there and do what we can for him. Yes. Oh dear. I definitely do need a cup of tea. Yeah, me too. I'll go and fetch it.
I think the Shy Yeti's marvelous. Oh, such a gentleman. He's not all that shy as right. Sheesh.
Hey, Toppy, it's me, Paul. I'm back home.
Oh, yeah.
I've got some news.
Yeah, please tell me what's going on.
Well, I think we were kind of right with the theory that I came up with when that sandwich definitely helped with the thinking processes.
That's good.
Now, we have seen August. It does appear that he has been trying to find out more about where he was, because he'd been having these dreams and flashbacks, and I'm not 100% sure what he's found out yet, but yeah, that appears that's where he'd been, and that's why he'd been lying about where he was, because every time he says he's been going to Pickle Hollow, or practically every time, he's been going out and searching, because the dreams were only, very figments and very brief memories, and I guess if it helps him, we kind of support that. But why he couldn't share that with Bettina, I think he's just worried about worrying her. So I promised that we won't say anything as yet. So I'd rather you didn't say anything to Tappy.
All right, I understand. I won't say a thing.
But it's worrying to think about, what he went through. It's very strange. Something to do with working in a bar with these strange people, but anyway, when we know more, I'm sure it'll all come out. But anyway, for now, it's an ongoing mystery. But if it leads towards helping him ultimately, then I think that's a good thing. But anyway,
All right.
I just thought you should. I thought you should know anyway.
Well, I appreciate it because it would have been a while if I had to wait for this episode to come out and learn then. Because keep me abreast. You know what I mean?
I will do. Yeah, I will do, certainly. Okay. I'll speak to you again soon.
All right. Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye.
Oh, I love that Betsy, you know. She's such a dear.
I hope that Shy Yeti bathed today. That's all I can say. 593.
Now that one was funny.
Okay, let's just shut this one out. Get her going.